So, these next ones, do we have things being multiplied together here on the top?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, yeah, maybe I've worded it badly. I've got 4x squared plus 8x. Is there anything I can do with that expression that might enable me to do some simplification? I'll give you a clue. It says it in the right thing. Joking. Divided by 4. Yes. Now, we don't want to just do some divisions yet. We need to rewrite it somehow first of all. We're going to factorize it. Okay? So the top expression here, 4x squared plus 8x, as Jodie said, there is a common factor of 4 there. Is there anything else that's common on the top? S. Okay, so rather than writing 4x squared plus 8x, I'm going to factorize it and write 4x at the front. And then Emily, what goes inside? Nice. Okay, we all happy with that? And now I can see that I've got x plus 2 in a bracket on the top, and I've just got x plus 2 on the bottom. So they can both be cancelled out. And I'm just left with 4x. Secretly, there is a 1 underneath here, but we don't need to write it because it's on the denominator. Okay? If we end up cancelling things and there's ends up being 1 on the numerator, you do need it. Okay, so that's the reason I'm saying it now. Just don't always ignore the 1s. Similar situation here. On the top, how can I rewrite or factorize the top expression? Cassie? Take out. I can't take out x squared because x squared isn't common to the second thing. Close. Yeah. So I'm going to have x at the front, and what am I going to be left with? Nice. Yeah. And the bottom. Elaine, can you help me out with the bottom factorization? Ooh, I promise you can. Layla, can you help out? It's a special type. Nice. Okay, I didn't give you the extra information, did I? You happy with that now, though? What is this expression known as? Ashley at the back. Begins with a D.
Double square.
Actually, it's a difference of square. Difference of 2 squares. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, so remember this one here is a difference of 2 squares because I have x squared minus 4. Now what can I see is on top and bottom? X plus 2. There you go. And I'm left with x over x subtract 2. So once it's in factorized format, it's actually really easy, isn't it? Yes? But you need to recognize that you can factorize these things, and you must factorize them in order to simplify them. What's going to end up causing you a black eye, or maybe just a short shoulder, where I accidentally punch you, is if you do this. Okay? Done a lot. Don't worry, I don't actually punch people. This is not simplifying it. Why not? What's happening to these two terms? They are being added. Can you cross stuff out if you add them? No, because remember we talked about the other day when I was trying to cancel that fraction and I changed it to be 2 plus whatever it was. Yes? So you cannot simplify things if they're being added together. It must be written in factorized format. Okay? Correct, yes, exactly. And that's another thing that people do. That's exactly what happens. So they're all happy and they do this correctly, and I'm like, oh, yes. And then they go and do that. Okay? And it makes me sad. It makes me cry. Please don't make me cry. Okay? So don't do that. Ignore the blue. Don't write the blue there. Oh, and it also helps because some of you would have been quite happy factorising this one, and then you get to this and go, well, I can't do anything with it. But the fact that they've asked you to simplify it tells you you must be able to. So that's where you want to delve deep into those little noggins and say, oh, right, maybe it's one of those special ones that I've forgotten about. Okay? A squared minus b squared. Laura, how would I factorise a squared minus b squared?
So minus b squared versus a and then we can use negative and then plus b and more of the minus b squared.
Love it. And bottom. Now, we could just write b minus a. We totally could. However, b minus a is not matching up with either of my two brackets. Can you all see that? Yeah? So we need to try and do something with that to enable us to be able to simplify it. Is there anything that we could do with b subtract a to try and change it to something that we would like? I'm going to write that next to it here. So this is the same as it, yes? This is the same. Still not one of these things. Any suggestions? What's the little trick we have for changing signs of things? Without changing the value, Jodie?
You just change it to a plus b.
I can't just change it to a plus b because this has got a negative sign in front of it. Say it again. I'm going to ignore these for now. I just want to focus on the bottom one. I need to change that bottom one to look like one of these two. Yes, I'm actually going to divide by -1. So if I put -1 to the front of this bracket, if I divide both of these things by -1, I'd be left with positive A, agreed, minus B. So if you want to change the signs of things, it means you're going to factorise by bringing -1 to the front. Okay? And now what I can see is I've got this bracket here, this comment. So I've got A plus B over -1. That doesn't look pretty. So, oh no, you totally don't. Don't know why I did. Bless my heart. Although I probably do know why I did because I'm going to do this next step. So we don't normally show divide by 1. We would need to have divide by -1, but secretly it doesn't look very tidy, so I'm actually just going to bring it up to the top. Okay, so there's a secret -1 in front of the bracket. So I think that's why I naturally did it, Hannah. Just because yours going to that step next. Are you happy from the move from here to here? So I'm dividing by -1. It's the same as multiplying by -1. So I can just put a negative in front of the bracket. Alright, this next one. What kind of expression is it? Well, they're both actually. So this top one, how many brackets am I going to have? 2? We all happy about what, 2 brackets? How many brackets am I going to have on the bottom? Okay. My top one just has an x squared, so I know it's just straightforward x front and back. How do I decide what numbers I'm going to have? What do I look for? 2 numbers that multiply to give +1 and add to give 2. What do they give me? 1. funny, as soon as you bring one into the mix, people start getting that one multiplied by 1 is 1. This is another what, Eve? D.
Difference of 2 squared.
Nice. So what am I going to have in my brackets?
1 minus that.
Now, whilst these are not written in the same order, I can, or hopefully you can see, that I do have the correct signs in this bracket. Yes, you're happy with that?
Yes.
So I don't need to do what I did over here because these have the correct signs that I need. I need a positive x and I need a positive 1. So I can just do that cancelling. I don't need to do any factorizing. Ready?
So why don't you cross out both of the brackets?
Because the rules of cancelling or simplifying is you can only cross things out the same number of times top and bottom. So it's only when you see it once. Like you can't just. Oh, I'm trying to think of an example. If I had, no, that's probably a rubbish example. No, that probably wasn't going to be a rubbish example. I can't think of a numerical example that I can help you with. Are you happy that you can only cross it out once? Okay, even though that, because it's no longer there, essentially. You've already crossed it out, so now it's no longer common. Okay, so now I don't need to write my brackets, so I've got x plus 1 on the top, and 1 subtract x on the bottom. Done. Oh, look at this.